Well, I haven't done much recording today at all. I've been fussing around with the fork. I put 20 psi back into the seat. I guess the air pressure leaks out over time. I had something like 2 or 3 pounds. It was barely registering on the shock pump in the saddle, in the dropper. So put up to 20 and it sprung back to life. What was happening before was I'd drop it fine because you put your weight on it, and then when you extend it again to the power position, it was hanging up. As it was coming up, I'd have to grab it with my thighs and push up, pull up, and then it would come back to the top position. Reading the manual and then putting some air back in, no more than 25 psi, and they recommend 20. I would assume because of temperature changes can raise the temperature in the cylinder. Anyway, so that took care of the saddle. I did raise the post again, and I'm at 6.5. I guess whatever the measurements are. I'm at 6.5 above the seat collar. I have been fussing with the fork a bit. I went down to, I messed with low speed compression on the top. And I also messed with the rebound on the bottom. I experimented at 7 clicks from full fast on rebound. I have been killing it in the berms. I mean, the most confident I've ever felt. And part of that is just getting comfortable with the bike. But I have to believe another part of that is just having the right settings. And of course what I did was I went and fussed with it because I can't leave well enough alone. I want to see if there's any changes in behavior on the bike. So I went to 5 clicks of rebound, and I was from full fast, and I was getting pushed out before I was done with the turn. Now, some of that may just have to do with me going too slow into the turn, but I do think I'm carrying some speed and some force, I guess. I mean, this is a flat course, and I'm throwing myself into the turns. The tires are sticking. I feel very, very confident on these tires. So far, I like them. The roots, this is Wannamaker's Plenty Rooty. I haven't had any problems with roots. I couldn't discern a feeling on the low-speed compression side on full open on the Pike. I never mind. I just couldn't feel a material difference. On the fork, it seems like I can. So I believe that the conventional wisdom is you want to run as fast a rebound as possible while retaining control. I think there are some cases where you wouldn't. Well, I think there are some cases where I think you would follow that in all cases. Your conditions may change if you have a particularly if you have a net descent kind of ride, like a downhill or an enduro kind of thing. You know, maybe you'd slow down your rebound a bit. I don't know. That's something I have to experiment with. But right now, I started with 9 clicks from full fast, and I felt very good. I went down to 5 clicks, and I didn't feel good. I rode it for a couple of miles, and now I'm up to 7, and I'm just going to see progressively if I need to go down to 6 or up to 8, or possibly even back to 9. The other thing that I think could be throwing off the whole balance of the equation is getting comfortable with the seat height, because I did raise it by a good number, maybe a 1/4 inch, and so just trying to get comfortable with maybe riding higher, because I'm starting to get to the point where I can feel the minute changes. The gross changes are largely done, I think. Anyway, let me get back in the saddle. Let me get back to riding, and let you know what happened.